So welcome back everyone to Finnegan's Farm, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. So as you can see behind us here, we're in the pack house where we do all our packaging for potatoes, and here you have the potatoes. The first thing I'd like to mention is our Agriland takeover that's happening this Tuesday on the 7th of December. So make sure you tune into that. It'll be on our Instagram page. We've taken over their Instagram stories, so tune into that. Another thing I forgot to mention in our last video was a massive shout out to JK Signs, based there in Cullen in County Louth. Done the YouTube stickers for us for the tractor run on a day's notice, so he does all our sticker, anything we want, so fair play to him for doing that for us. So following on from our grading system and how we grade the potatoes, this is where we actually pack them. So as you can see all behind us, we're on the grading table at the minute. We go down and pack. So we're going to go with John Smith, who's going to go through the whole pack line. We came in early this morning to do it when it was nice and quiet, and all the workers aren't here, so he's going to talk through and we're going to show exactly how it goes from start to finish. So we're here now with John Smith, who looks after the pack house along with Joe, and we're going to talk through exactly what happens through the whole line. So John, take it away.
So welcome to the pack house. This is the start of our potato washing, grading and packing process. We're washing roughly about 200 tonne of potatoes a week, all going to done stores nationwide. You can see the start of the process starts with the graded potatoes coming into the pack house in our wooden boxes, 1.1 tonne boxes. You can see there on each box has its own label. This is our plant traceability label. It includes our seed, our origin of our seed, field name, batch numbers, our dry matters, and then our grade that we're giving each potato as it comes into the pack house. We have different grades for different packs, different pack sizes. And then also we have a second grade label then, which you'll see later on in the process, where we further process it ourselves into our kitchen facility. So just getting started in our process, the box is lifted up by our forklift operator into the box tipper. It's lifted up into the box tipper and is tipped to cause as little disturbance to the tubers as possible. It's then transferred over a screen to take out any further dirt that might be in the box and is gone through our washer. So the washer itself is a drum washer. How it works is it's loaded from one end and the potatoes themselves actually wash each other as they move through the process. There's small little dimples in it to take off any hard dirt inside the washer, but it's to cause as little disturbance to the tuber as possible. All potatoes are washed over 10 degrees. Anything under that could cause bruising under the skin of the potato. So it's probably our first major control point that we have here, that anything that is going into the washer has to be above 10 degrees to make sure that there's no risk of bruising on the potatoes.
Yeah, so they're kind of left out in the open there for 2 or 3 days before packing, isn't it?
Yeah, and then this time of year what we do is we turn off one of the fridges and we actually store that as a hot fridge, so that's going to keep all the potatoes inside there at over 12-13 degrees. That's done up until probably February or March, until the weather starts to get a little bit warmer. Yeah. So as the spuds come through the washer, they're brought up our elevator belt to take off any excess dirty water. They're brought over a sponge table, which just takes off excess water as they move through the pack house. You don't want really water carrying into your packing machines. They transfer over the grading table. So what they're looking for is a good skin finish, no silver scuff, no scab, no damage in the potatoes, no greening, and obviously if there's anything that's too big that isn't taken out by our screens, then they obviously take that out. All the second grade produce that they're taking out, you'll see down the line going into our peeling process, which we'll discuss later on today. As they come down the grader, they transfer into a polisher. The polisher is just to tidy up the tuber itself, to give it that bit of a shine. It comes back up then into the pack house and it's transferred over these two long holding belts. These belts have an access point to each of our packers. We have 3 packers on this line, each for a different purpose. So we have one packer that does our 2.5 kilo bags up to our 7.5 or 10 kilo bags, and then we have one packer that's designated to our 7.5 kilo bags. Our last packer at the end of the line is designated to our form, fill and seal plastic bags, which are 4 kilos or 5 kilos coming up to Christmas time. Here we have our Bosch form, fill and seal under a Lockwood wear. This works at roughly around 28 packs a minute, doing our 4 kg and our 5 kg bags coming up to Christmas. So bags come up onto the turntable and 3 lads are putting them into the crates, outer case labels, wrapped and then ready for dispatch. As you walk around the Packhouse, you'll see our spark clippers there behind me. You'll see those in another video down the line. We have our new tech wear and our Matic stitcher. This is probably our busiest line. Does roughly around 15,000 bags a week between our Care Pinks and our Rooster 7.5 kilos. This line works at roughly around 12 to 14 packs a minute. You can see 3 lads on the line there between stacking the bags and getting them ready for dispatch, wrapping them and bringing them out to the holding area. On our last line there we have just our backup stitcher. Just should anything ever go wrong, it's ready there waiting to be used. It also does our 2.5 kilo bags and our 5 kilo bags, our smaller kind of orders, just to keep this one busy throughout the week. The range in Duns goes from our 1 kilo bag, 4 kgs throughout the year, 5 kgs at Christmas, and our 7.5 kg bag as well. In our Care Pinks, we do 2.5 kg bag and a 7.5 kg bag. And then and our Care Pinks, we do a 2.5 kg bag and our 7.5 kg bag as well. And then also for our early season, we do a Queen 7.5 kg bag. So there's our product range that we have going into Dunn stores 365 days of the year. So it keeps us busy in this Packhouse throughout the year. We get an order 7 days a week. Everything that is packed is produced to order. You can see Sasha there starting to pick the order for today and loading it onto the trailer. The trailer then is delivered to Dennigans in the evening time, which is picked the following morning and dispatched to stores the same day. So from order coming in to being delivered, it should be in the store within the 48 hours. John Shelbourne is our hauler who does all our delivering of produce to Dennigans. As it comes close to Christmas, he'll be quite busy there, and Cathal might touch base with him on that as he kind of brings you through his route to Dennigans and what happens up there once it's delivered up there.
I'll also throw in our interview with Nathan Chalky, who was driving the fast track. I don't know how it missed the video or I deleted it somehow, so I just want to put that in here now. So we've Nathan here driving our own fast track. So Nathan, what's this generally do throughout the year?
I do a bit of grubbing during the spring and do any kind of long draws as it does. Just a good bit of drawing the bales and
yeah, 65k.
65k.
She's a beaut.
Hard bat.
Yeah. So that's all in this week's video. Hope you enjoyed it. As John said, you can grab our products there nationwide in Dunn stores. So there's the 4 kg bag. These are our 7.5 kg rooster bags that are available nationwide in Dunn stores as well. So buy them if you want. And we also have our Care Pinks as well, so don't be afraid to buy them if you want as well. We do have our own brand as well, so these are our own Finnegan'S bags. They're only available kind of in local shops around County Meath, so they don't go to Dunn stores. That's all in this week's video, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Stay tuned for videos next week. Also stay tuned for Agriland on Tuesday. Follow their Instagram and yeah, follow ours if you don't already. Just went through the bags and we were able to buy them, so do that as well. And yeah, we'll catch you all next week. Goodbye.